Hi, I'm DaSean Smith.
And I'm Temi Osikomaiya. Welcome to Half-Assed Newscast, where we provide the latest in somewhat recent news and contrived, pitiful commentary composed primarily during states of severe sleep deprivation. The Obama administration took a major step Monday toward imposing the first federal limits on climate-changing pollution from cars, power plants, and factories, declaring that there was compelling scientific evidence that global warming from man-made greenhouse gases endangers Americans' health. Apparently people knew greenhouse gases harm the environment, but it seems that it takes several decades and Barack Obama for people to realize that pollution harms human beings. Killing off polar bears is one thing. It makes the wee ones cry, yes, but once you start killing people, you've gone too far. In other news, the sky's blue.
Florida governor sent parents of non-healthcare children to a phone sex hotline by mistake. In an embarrassing mistake, Governor Charlie Crist mistakenly directed parents of uninsured children to a toll-free sex line. People calling the governor's office heard an on-hold recording of Crist promoting the toll-free Florida Kid Care line, except two numbers were transposed by accident. Anyone calling the number Crist gave out was told to call another number. The recording on the second number begins, "Hey there, sexy guys, and welcome to the toll-free sex hotline, where you can hear beautiful women talk to you from wherever you are." And callers can have a more graphic conversation for just $2.99 a minute.
Do you do that often?
A Tennessee man says a cow licked $100 in damage to his house.
Indeed, a Tennessee man's homeowner's insurance apparently doesn't cover acts of cow. I swear that isn't my line. Jerry Lynn Davis called the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office on Thursday, complaining that a neighbor's cows had been licking his house. In the process, Davis says the curious bovines did about $100 in damage by ripping off a screen window, cracking the glass, and pulling down a gutter. The damned vandals.
Well, it seems like cows do lick more than just sugar cubes.
I thought horses licked sugar cubes.
Well, what the hell do cows lick?
Oakland is on the rise again, continuing on in its leap into the spotlight thanks to the Discovery Channel's Gang Wars series. That was a two-parter, in case you were wondering. Oakland is still considered amongst the most dangerous cities in America, with statistics to prove it. It ranked third in the annual city crime rate report from the CQ Press, behind Camden, New Jersey, and St. Louis, Missouri. Richmond, California, came in 14th. With local teams losing and the crime rate rising, it's starting to seem like Oakland is known for few things, and at the top of the list are failure and violence. There's nothing humorous about this at all. That's just incredibly sad.
It may be raining here and pouring there, but in the Bay Area, it's snowing, as is the weak weather. Can we start that back over?
Yeah, let's start from that.
Let's start just this segment right over. I'm sorry. It may be raining here and pouring there, but in the Bay Area, it's snowing. As this week's weather hits lows of 33 degrees and lower, an autumn storm brought a surprise blanket of snow. Did I just say a surprise blanket? It not only covered highest peaks around the bay, but also dusted some cities, a few hundred feet above sea level. The South Bay mountaintops in Milpitas saw the most snow. A record 6 inches were recorded at the Lick Observatory, Lick, in Mount Hamilton, San Jose. Snow reached the top Fremont's Mission Peak. The Oakland Hills also looked like a ski season. Good, because I've never gone skiing. This weekend, Oakland Hills. This was not funny either. I just kind of thought y'all should know. It snowed. Everybody, it snowed. Come on. It like snowed.
Yeah. Officials said Monday that Caltrans engineers have devised a sturdier fix to a cracked eye-bar on the cantilever section of the eastern span, which they plan to begin installing this Friday. The repair, which could cost $14 million, will be paid for with bridge toll revenues. Inspectors discovered a 6-inch crack on the structural steel support, while the bridge was closed for construction on Labor Day weekend. It was repaired, but that fix snapped on October 27th, flinging tons of steel onto the upper deck of the bridge during the evening commute, and closing the bridge for 6 days while the repair was strengthened and reinstalled. We couldn't think of anything snarky to say about this story, so we just thought we'd let you know.
And now we know. In sports, the Raiders won a game. Yes, in this universe. It was Sunday's Pittsburgh Steelers game, in fact. The Steelers inexplicably blundered in ways that would make even Raiders fans, a crowd well acquainted with blunders, cringe. A web of cracks into the layers of the silver and black face paint. The game could not turn out to be the defining moment of the Raiders' season, and for once, that's actually saying something. Pittsburgh's defense entered Sunday ranked third in the NFL. Gave up 3 touchdown drives in the final 8 minutes and 21 seconds of the fourth quarter. During a 27-24 loss to the Raiders, who are now 4-8, the Steelers' 4th straight defeat. Hallelujah. Russell is benched, which means old news, but new wins. As well as it seemed that another sure loser, the Raiders, against the Pittsburgh Steelers. To make a long story short, in the fourth quarter, the Raiders defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers, the top 3 defense in the NFL, pretty much like we got defeated every week.
Continuing on with local teams, the 49ers lost their recent game against the Seattle Seahawks.
In your face!
Niners! In entertainment news, R&B singer Beyonce was given reason to celebrate today after she was given 10 nominations at the 2010 Grammy Awards. The star has racked up the most nominations in several categories, including the most prestigious award, Album of the Year. Too bad it's not 1984, because then those Grammys would actually mean something. The R&B star wasn't the only artist who swept the board, however, as country singer Taylor Swift was shortlisted in 8 categories. The 19-year-old dominated the American Music Awards recently after walking away with 5 awards, including Artist of the Year. Swift is pitted against Beyonce in a number of categories, though the likelihood of a repeat performance like the one at the infamous MTV VMAs in September is slim. Kanye West isn't nominated. Guess no one's going to let him finish. As outlandish as West's September proclamation sounded, it really seems that the Grammy committee might actually agree that Beyonce really did have one of the best videos of all time. Or at least this year. And that's why people have iPods.
And that's about it for your half-assed newscast. Coming up next, we've got Samantha Leon with a little insight on movies and delicious baked goods.
Movies. Remember, we copy and paste because we care. Samantha?